Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 133 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, it's Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game,
there was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, son. 3-19, good set.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Justin Fields
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down. Now Prescott.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
3 and out.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because I think that's going to happen naturally now.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go. 319. That's it. Jump flat. Right.
Fields now to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Back to throw. Fields.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Prescott to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Here we go. Turbo right.
They'll run with Hall.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Throwing, Prescott.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. offense on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Dallas.
Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Pickens going in motion left.
Play action now, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Brought down to the play by Deron Bland.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
Now Fields.
And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with the grab.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Cowboys first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Now Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Looking to throw. Prescott
Completes this one to Pickens.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go back to the ground with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it will come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Able to slither by.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with byes on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Detroit Lions. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like when they were able to be on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Running free at the 45.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the 50, here's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here we go. The 25-yard line. Go.
They'll give the Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Green 19, right for that? Right.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They'll bring us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Fields going to run.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Folks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Going right back to Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field.
He's got it first and maybe more.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
And he returns this to the 22.
And New York set to take the field.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the aggressive play call simply does not.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Handoff running left. Here's Hall.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
71 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Move 58, move 58.
Fields now to throw.
Had it his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11.
Here's Fields. They'll try and do this, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Now Prescott.
Tolbert hauls in the out route. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Prescott down.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few? He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Finds Pickens out right.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 58, let's see that. Hey, going out. We're going out right here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And down inside the 15 he goes.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On the throw, let him too much that time.
Since that last completion his way, he earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 19, guys, what? Hey, never mind, Monday. Say hi.
Back to throw, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that drive the offense this go-around. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
No gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To throw is Prescott.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
There's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Now Prescott.
That is caught by Lane.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Cowboys.
They're going to look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Play action now. Prescott. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Aubrey now for the point after.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
11. Here we go. Good night.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-4 with